banana. Okay.
Hark, ye bilgy landlubber.
Hark, hark, hark.
Sit ye down and have yourself a drink.
Drink, you say? Oh, I prefer to do me duties first before indulging.
You're telling me you won't have a drink with me? We're facing this quarantine. How long have we been in this quarantine?
Well, 2.
Hark!
4 weeks? 4 weeks.
4 weeks?
4 weeks, I say. Alright, fine. Just because you say it's a tradition. Hark. Hark, hark is a tradition. Put enough into work, they say. You keep giving me these duties.
Alright, so near the lighthouse.
I'll indulge.
The light is mine.
I'll indulge you. The light?
The light is mine.
What? The
You,
light, the
you
house.
take care of the duties, and I will take care of the lighthouse.
Whatever you say.
Oh, who lives in the pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants,
Absorbent in yellow, the chorus is here.
SpongeBob SquarePants, oh yes, hi-ho. Hey, let's ready go. Hey, let's ready go. Hey, ready, oh, get out of here, you snake digger. Little digger.
Don't break me, bottle.
You diglets. Been enough of your horsing around here.
Had enough of you. I've had enough
Don't
of
let
you.
it tear. Oh, this one, please. Get out of here. Tired of this. What is this? Oh, hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, how you doing? Hope we didn't scare you. We're fine. We're just fine.
You know, just locked away for weeks at a time, you know.
For the foreseeable eternity.
No idea when help is going to come.
Who knows?
Yep.
So we're just claustrophobic and we're quarantined but we have each other.
Yeah,
So-
got each other and we got movies to watch.
What are we going to do? We're going to watch movies and talk about them. Because that's what we do. Welcome back to Christmas Collections. Here's a special duo movie review of The Lighthouse.
I mean, it's a duo movie, you know. It's like it's just 2 people and some seagulls.
And that's exactly why I invited Buzz over to do a nice video together.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we we saw the movie together, so
We did.
You know that you know makes sense.
We do everything together. We paint together. We don't live together. No, we actually saw this movie in theaters in December when people could actually go out to theaters.
Right. Yep. Back when theaters existed.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so this, like when I saw the preview for this movie, I was very excited because of it's just like an indie title, black and white,
Yeah.
kind of like.
Well,
what is this?
What I didn't know until we actually went into the theater and saw it was that the whole movie is cut with that square, you know, frame instead of being like a full widescreen.
Oh, it's a square.
Yeah, which I thought was a pretty cool choice, you know.
Yeah.
And for me, it didn't really take anything away from it. It like, in fact, it maybe it like made it like enforced the claustrophobia because you couldn't even see that much, you know. It could be something like that too.
Wow, they're probably going for that as well.
Yeah,
Squaring it off.
pretty cool.
Yeah. How about the plot though?
Yeah, it was Didn't your girlfriend call it like the gay movie or something like that? Like, because there's that one bit in the movie where they're fighting and then they like they're like cuddling each other.
Yeah, they have like a homoerotic scene.
A little gayness in there.
We didn't reenact that one.
Yeah.
We reenact basically the whole movie except for key scenes.
The drinks. Yep.
It's elongated, but yeah,
I'm a big fan of that studio, A24. They make really good movies, not just horror movies, because they made Hereditary and The Witch and Midsummer. Midsummer was a little too much for me. It was like, did you see that movie?
No, I didn't see that.
Well,
I've heard.
Yeah, and then they made The Farewell, which was one of my favorite movies of the past few years, and Uncut Gems, which is the Adam Sandler movie that you didn't want to see.
That I refused to watch.
Right. I ended up kind of hating it because it was just stressful and.
Uncut Gems.
Yeah, it was super. Anyway, that studio A24 is one of my favorite studios that's out making movies right now.
I mean, they're doing a lot of like things that just aren't on the radar.
Exactly. Cool. Yeah, like really offbeat, strange stuff, which is cool.
That's what we look for. I mean, in games and movies, it's kind of just like, okay,
what's
some company or who's a developer who's they've really got their style down and they go for it.
Yeah, and both of us still enjoy the blockbusters like, the Star Wars and the whole Disney sphere of
any Disney stuff. Some of it's worth watching,
Yeah,
depends.
But when a studio goes out of their way to make something really, really different and it pays off, then that speaks louder than anything that I feel like Disney does. Or, it's a little safer over there. So.
Or like Wes Anderson, Grand Budapest Hotel.
I think
he's a good balance of like indie and popular.
I'm trying to think of like which other of his movies. So I don't really care as much for
Moonrise
the
Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
There was the dog one that recently came out.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Yeah, I'll give it a second watch. So like lately with all these movies, I really want to watch them again and give you like a splice of a video afterwards. Like I want to give you like check out our first videos, and for the movies, I think we're gonna go back and be like, after watching them a couple more times, we'll give you like a post scene, because most of these videos are like right after we see them.
Yeah.
And they give you a first impression.
Yeah.
And so we could always be wrong or like.
Oh yeah, totally. No, there's a huge guarantee that we're not right about
unexpected.
That's one of the things that's
grows on you.
That's one of the things I got to remember about like reviewers, and like nobody's right about anything. It's just opinions the whole time.
We aren't right at all.
Yeah.
We just want to express like any similarities with like fans or share some things. And I also say to you guys to please like put negative stuff in the comments too.
Let us know.
Put cons in there, because that gives us a chance to like check ourselves.
Sure. Yeah.
And
totally.
Yeah.
Because unless it's some kind of like troll bullshit, like where you're just being an asshole. Don't do that. But like, if you got opinions and
legitimate criticisms are nice.
Absolutely.
That helps. But anyway,
as far as the Lighthouse goes, I liked it. I liked the scene where he beats the shit out of the seagull. I thought that was like kind of perfect. Like he gets all pissed off at it.
Yeah, just a seagull.
Yeah.
And then Willem Dafoe's just like, you don't mess with the seagulls.
Right. Yeah.
That's the biggest like fisherman's sin ever.
Yeah. Doesn't he say that like they're the spirits of dead sailors or something like that? Yeah. And so that's why.
That's when the movie started going downhill.
Yeah,
like it was before. Like I honestly thought it was mainly about the drinking. Like that's what I perceived it as. Like okay, so like the drinking is like a big deal here, and they just started losing it. But really, like it started going really bad as soon as he killed the seagull.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's
I can't remember. Was that the killing the seagull? Was that before or after he starts drinking?
I don't know. See, I don't know. So that's why I gotta watch it again. I think it was
before.
It might have been before.
I don't know. But
yeah.
Or
was The Hangover is the morning after?
Yeah, right.
Maybe because I remember he was painting and then he just like gets shit on by seagull
right,
or something, and he just like falls back and like
and
then they keep shitting on him and like biting him and
the drinking though was a huge factor. Like the whole he refuses to drink up until the night before they think they're gonna leave. And then he's like, all right, we're leaving tomorrow, so what's the worst that could happen? And the worst that could happen is the boat doesn't come and you don't get picked up, and then you're stuck with your drinking problem.
Even longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And more work.
And more work. Yeah.
So much more work.
You know, and this guy that's just like standing in front of the lighthouse doing nothing. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just giving orders.
Yeah.
Giving
orders. And
bullshit.
not doing anything.
Robert Pattinson. I think they both did great. I like the casting. And honestly, most things with Willem Dafoe in it, I will watch.
Yeah.
And
he's a great like salty
gritty older man. Yeah.
Yep.
He does it well.
I like him in you mentioned Grand Budapest Hotel. I love him in that too.
Yeah.
There's a couple actors.
The Thief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple actors in those movies that like you don't see very often, but they do really well. And like Adrian Brody, he's in the last couple Wes Anderson movies, and
Jeff Goldblum.
That part in Grand Budapest Hotel when he walks in, like the main character walks in for the reading of the will.
Yeah.
And Adrian Brody gets up and goes, "That fucking faggot," you know. It's kind of like comes out of nowhere.
Then does he throw the cat out the window?
Yeah,
that's the same scene.
No, it's not the same scene, but yeah, he does do that. Yeah, no, it was just so fucking funny.
Yeah,
loved it.
Yeah. So the Lighthouse in general, I like the atmosphere. I thought it was going to be more of a horror thing. Like, I walked into it and I was like, this is going to be scary. Like, I know it's psychological, but is there going to be some real scares going on?
Yeah.
And, like, not as many, but the mermaid thing was creepy. And then, like, every time it was nighttime and he's just by himself, like, I thought something was going to happen. Like, the sound, like, you're really into the sound of the environment. And it's just so quiet and crinking and
the
wind
whole thing is
and
very
everything.
ominous the whole time. The whole time. It's very tense. And you almost expect the whole time that there is going to be some kind of jump scare, even though there's no real reason to think that there's any other creatures on the island that are going to
just them.
Yeah, it's just them.
There's like no hint to that at all.
Right. And did you watch Hereditary?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
So that's not what I missed.
So that's like some of the best kind of just like psychological horror that I've seen. It's not a lot of jump scares. Like I'm trying to think of the last movie that I've seen that had a bunch of jump scares, and I don't really know.
Quiet Place, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all quiet and all the scares come out of nowhere. And, there's also movies that like you're expecting a jump scare and they just don't give it to you.
Yeah. You remember watching The Mummy back in the day?
Which Mummy?
As a kid, like the first Brendan Fraser one.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
That one had some pretty good jump scares.
That
was a pretty decent horror movie.
Yeah. Well, like I mean, in light of this black and white movie, it's kind of like there's a lot more like throwbacks to older types of styles of movies, and like there's all these monster movies are being remade. You got The Invisible Man. They're gonna make Creature from the Black Lagoon, although they Beneath the Water, or what was that called? The one that got the Academy Award. What was that called?
The something of water. The
Silence of Water. I forgot. I'm sorry.
I kind of want to say like The Taste of Water, but that's not it either.
But like that one was like leading up for like Creature of the Black Lagoon, basically.
God, that's gonna piss me off.
Yeah. Oh God.
The Guillermo del Toro movie.
Just kill us in the comments because we forgot.
Shape of Water. That's
Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Yes, you got
Shape
it.
of Water.
Okay, we made up for it. Don't kill us. Don't kill us. Anyway, so like all those kind of like horror, like old style horror movies are coming back, which I think is cool. Frankenstein probably won't be good.
Yeah, like I liked the most recent Godzilla. Which had like Mothra.
King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
That was actually
cool.
good. I like that one too.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're gonna not be actually hungover, and we're gonna have more videos because we're quarantined. So what the hell else are we gonna do?
All right. Yeah. Check out the Lighthouse. I'd give it a thumbs up. You know.
Yeah. A black and white thumbs up.
Yep. And I'm trying to think like what who would that movie be bad for? Like who doesn't want to watch that movie? So I guess
let us know in the comments if it's bad for you and you don't like it.
Right. Yeah. So I guess some people just don't like horror. Period. You know.
I can't even put a genre on this one to be honest.
Well, a lot of times I like movies that like leave me with some kind of like some kind of moral, something to think about. It's like why I didn't really care for Goodfellas. It's like a great movie, but man, it's just so depressing the whole time.
You talking shit about Goodfellas?
Yeah, it's just so,
my boy's back here.
The whole time,
like looking right at you.
It's like so depressing. It's like Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think, if you learn from it or you have some kind of emotional value to it, that makes it better.
Yeah, I think so too.
Especially with the characters and the plot development.
And maybe
if you learn for something.
Maybe I'll check it. Like what I remember from Goodfellas is that like it taught me to just not do cocaine. Really, like that's